Neil Diamond has been a cherished figure in the music industry for more than half a century, and his voice has brought happiness, love, and motivation to countless people all over the globe. In arenas, at wedding parties, and during late-night karaoke, his name reverberates through the years. Neil Diamond's music has touched the hearts of countless people around the world with his unforgettable anthems such as Solitary Man, I'm a Believer, and Sweet Caroline. But there's more to his life than just his music career. This is a story of perseverance, love, and, most recently, the fight against a terrible disease. Although Diamond's music has been beloved by listeners for more than 7 decades, very few are familiar with the guy who composed the music. Is his wife handling the sad goodbye well? What made Neil Diamond decide to leave his dazzling career? Neil Diamond's world is the focus of today's investigation. His ascent to stardom, the songs that became hymns around the world, and his love story with Katie, his wife, and rock through thick and thin. Stay tuned for the inspiring narrative of Neil Diamond, a man whose life is shaped by music, love, and perseverance. Sweet Caroline is the first song that springs to mind whenever Neil Diamond is mentioned. It is a tune that brings people together all across the globe, played at many sporting events, reunions, and parties. But where did the inspiration for this iconic song originate from, and what gives it its staying power? A portrait of a young Caroline Kennedy was an unexpected source of inspiration for Neil in the 1960s. A notion, a tune, and the lyrics for Sweet Caroline were born from the purity of that photograph. It wasn't always intended for a stadium full of people to hear this music. As an individual memorial, though. But in 2017, Neil let go a secret twist of his own. He dubbed the song Caroline because of its more soothing melody, but it was really inspired by his ex-wife Marcia Murphy. Caroline, the sweetheart, became autonomous. Many generations of listeners fell in love with the song as its catchy BABABA became a universal symbol of happiness. It's not just music, it's a sense of togetherness. Poignant reminder of the joy we all share. Institutions such as the University of Pennsylvania momentarily banned the song due to its controversial nature. Still, it inevitably returns. Neil finds it quite gratifying to witness the love and passion that fans have expressed for Sweet Caroline. He still sees his celebrity as a way to connect with his audience on a personal level. Sweet Caroline is more than simply a Neil Diamond song, at its core. It's an enduring hymn of love and connection, a part of his legacy that he shares with his admirers. In the shadows, Neil's life devolved into a deeply personal battle. Musicians are particularly vulnerable to the debilitating effects of Parkinson's disease, which affects both movement and speech. Katie has seen her husband, who was once full of life and charm, gradually become more reserved and silent. For her, it's a path filled with love and tragedy, a constant struggle to hold on to hope while facing devastating changes. As a degenerative disorder, Parkinson's disease impacts both movement and speech, which is a challenge for individuals like Neil, who is renowned for his mesmerizing live performances, to carry on. Removing himself off the stage was an uncomfortable but essential decision for Neil, who had previously compared performance to stepping into a tornado of intensity and emotion. Katie has supported Neil and been there for him emotionally throughout his battle. Even though he can't perform anymore, her presence has kept him connected to his music. She tells him that writing is an outlet for his creativity that helps him cope with the physical effects of Parkinson's disease. Neil was fortified by Katie's love and tenacity, enabling him to indulge his enthusiasm, although in more subdued forms. At first, Neil was in denial, he confessed. A man whose whole existence had been predicated on performing was hit with the harsh truth that his physical shape was incapable of fulfilling his intense emotional needs. His announcement of retirement from touring was met with tremendous reluctance, as he conveyed in a statement he shared with his supporters. "I'm ready to take a break from playing for my fans, even though I've adored doing so for decades." Tragically, Neil's health had to take precedence, and the news shocked his longtime fans. Despite his diminished abilities, Neil discovered contentment in his altered way of life. After days of hectic touring, he rarely encountered such calm, and it offered him a fresh perspective. Both his struggle and his acceptance of living with Parkinson's disease have proven motivational. Instead of allowing it to shape his identity, Neil keeps moving forward and enjoying life, with his family, health, and future in mind. Neil has taken solace in the love and support of his loved ones, particularly his wife Katie, during this time of change. Leaving the spotlight has helped him rediscover the little pleasures in life, and he is now more appreciative and resilient for each passing second. Fans now have even more reason to respect him as a person who appreciates the path of life, warts and all, because of his bravery in the face of tragedy. Neil hasn't had to confront the difficulties brought on by Parkinson's disease alone. Katie McNeil, his third wife, has been continually there for him, loving and supporting him no matter what. When Katie, who had previously worked as a music industry executive, took over as his manager in the early 2000s, they first crossed paths. What started as a professional connection between them developed into a close friendship and, in time, love. The strong link between Neil and Katie is the result of their shared ideals, mutual regard, and trust in one another. The union, which took place in 2012 despite the 29-year age difference, shocked many. However, age was no impediment to the bond that existed between Neil and Katie. For Neil, Katie is like a rock always there to keep him grounded. With Neil's diagnosis, Katie has taken on a more significant position in his life. She is devoted to assisting him in coping with his condition and discovering happiness in the little things in life as his health champion and constant friend. When times are tough, she is the one who keeps Neil's spirits up because she is his confidant, greatest friend, and biggest advocate. To keep Neil's quality of life high, Katie has made it her job to arrange social events with loved ones or peaceful times for him to listen to music. Both in public and at home, she is by his side when he is going through tough moments. Standing patiently, firmly, and gracefully by Neil's side is evidence of the transformative power of love. Neil finds strength in the love of Katie, who reminds him that he is not alone and gives him the strength to face each day. They have crafted a tale of strength and loyalty that has inspired people all across the globe. Their love exemplifies unwavering commitment, proving that a genuine alliance can provide fortitude through any difficulty. Despite the fact that Neil's success has made him famous all around the world, the one constant in his life has been his family. Four children have been blessed into Neil's life: Marjorie and Elon, daughters of his first marriage to Jane Posner, and Jesse and Micah, sons of his second marriage to Marcia Murphy. Neil is a doting father. His children have been a rock for him in the years of popularity, bringing him joy and stability. They are now surrounding him with an unprecedented amount of love and support as he confronts Parkinson's disease. He has always been reminded by his family of the importance of connection, humor, and the little things in life that matter the most. Recently, Neil has also taken on the role of proud grandfather, which he loves very much. He finds joy and a new perspective on life when he spends time with his grandchildren. In spite of his health problems, his loved ones make sure he's never alone, expressing the same affection he used to have for his music. As a source of strength and resilience, Neil's family is his greatest legacy. Being in their company brings him serenity, ideas, and the unfaltering encouragement that keeps him going. Demonstration that his family is still his first priority. There has never been a musician with more impact than Neil Diamond. He is more than simply a musician, he is a cultural icon, with over 130 million recordings sold worldwide. Only an elite handful of artists can boast a career spanning 60 years like his. Anyone, regardless of age or background, may relate to Neil's music. A great many people's lives have been touched by beloved songs such as Love on the Rocks, Cracklin' Rosie, and Sweet Caroline. Fans can relate to his music since his songs include topics like love, longing, and perseverance. According to what Neil has stated in the past, he writes songs because he finds no other way to express his emotions. Because of his genuineness and ability to convey genuine emotion, he has won the hearts of admirers all around the world. As a just respect to his significance, Neil was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2011, acknowledging his accomplishments. Afterwards, in 2018, he was bestowed the esteemed Kennedy Center Honors, an accolade bestowed upon the most consequential personalities in cultural history. The industry's admiration for his talent and the lasting impact he had on music is evident in these accolades. Beyond accolades and sales, Neil's influence extends beyond. He has a way with words that unites people. There was more to his concerts than just playing music. His concerts brought people together, bringing them closer as they shared in the happiness of his music. This unspoken bond is the incalculable legacy he has left to his devoted followers. Even now, people are still motivated by Neil Diamond's work. Even though his touring days were cut short by Parkinson's, it didn't lessen his impact. For decades, his music has been a source of solace, joy, and strength. As a result of his tenacity, devotion to his family, and love of music, Neil is more than just a legendary musician. He represents the possibility of finding light at the end of the tunnel, even in the darkest hours. Neil McNeil's unwavering support system has always been his wife, Katie. Although the audience witnessed a world-class performer, she was the rock who helped him balance the highs and lows of stardom and personal hardship. They have always been there for each other through thick and thin, sharing hopes and dreams and laughing and crying together. Unfortunately, as Neil's health suddenly deteriorated, Katie was thrust into a future for which her fame had not adequately prepared her. Fans all over the world were taken aback by Neil Diamond's declaration in 2018. His diagnosis of Parkinson's disease forced him to retire from touring. The singer's physical difficulties, brought on by a degenerative illness, now cast a pall over the voice that comforted millions. Katy took it upon herself to be Neil's caregiver, confidant, and rock his fans showered him with love and encouragement. Having Katy as a partner is no longer enough. He is looked after by her most trusted associate and leading voice in his defense. They tied the knot in 2012, and ever since then, she has been his rock as he faces the challenges of living with Parkinson's disease. Katy brings joy and normalcy to Neil's life despite their difficulties by planning family gatherings, excursions, and little getaways from the routine. Quietly, her commitment has shown that love can endure. Their relationship has endured and triumphed over hardship because it is based on common goals and the encouragement of one another. No matter what has happened in Neil's life, he can always count on Katy to be there for him, providing him with joy, love, and direction. They show that love can be a guiding light and a source of strength through thick and thin. A cornerstone of Neil Diamond's life has been his affection for his family. His children have been there for him through thick and thin, supporting him totally. Marjorie and Elon, his daughters from his first marriage to Jane Posner, and Jesse and Micah, his boys from his second marriage to Marcia Murphy, are the unsung heroes in his life. As he confronts the truth, they surround him with love and support. In an emotional interview, Neil praised his children and explained how they keep him grounded, even when he's going through tough times. He finds comfort and satisfaction in the fact that they will carry on his legacy, which surpasses the prominence he has achieved in his profession. The love and support of his children has been an incredible source of strength for Neil throughout his life's journey. Neil has discovered significant methods to remain connected to his music and fans even after stepping away from the spotlight. Even though Neil isn't performing on the largest stages in the world anymore, he keeps writing, reflecting, and sharing his story with fans. He does interviews and makes cameos at low-key events, sharing wisdom he's gained over the years. His message to his fans is strong and full of heart. Keep doing what makes you happy. Neil has accepted a new direction for his life through introspective moments. Despite the fact that Parkinson's has impacted the way he engages with the world, his core identity remains unchanged. As he continues on his journey, he finds solace in his family, music, and fans, who continue to bring him serenity and purpose. Even if he is speaking less frequently these days, the impact of his songs continues to live on in the hearts of his fans. Neil Diamond's music is more than just entertainment for those who have followed his career. An enduring recollection, a tune entwined with the most monumental occasions of existence. Sweet Caroline, Cracklin' Rosie, and Forever in Blue Jeans are just a few of Neil's unforgettable songs that have touched countless lives. His songs are an ode to the unifying force of music, and his words have been instrumental in the formation of friendships, love tales, and individual victories. Katy says it hasn't been easy for him to step down from his celebrity status. She is committed to continuing Neil's legacy since she knows how much of an effect his music has had on his listeners. She spreads his words in the hopes that his music and love will continue to move people for years to come. With Neil's health deteriorating, Katy must confront the heartbreaking prospect of parting ways with the beloved public figure and life partner who brought so much joy and love into her own. Their story is an inspiration of perseverance through adversity, a demonstration of how love can overcome all obstacles. Even though Neil Diamond is no longer performing live, his legacy will live on because of the woman who was there for him through thick and thin. For the time being, Katy bids farewell to the renowned singer and the life they co-created. She serves as a poignant reminder that genuine love endures through all of life's ups and downs, much like Neil's career. Theirs is a tale of resilience and commitment, of being there for one another through good times and bad. The tale of an eternal love continues to resonate as long as Neil Diamond's voice does. No matter what challenges we face in life, our connections, bravery, and imagination may create a legacy that will last. Neil Diamond's journey is a testament to these qualities. Everybody knows him as a superstar. Those familiar with Neil Diamond's life, however, saw in him a model of resilience, empathy, and the transformative power of music.